Peggy 3.
Hi, I'm Matt Cuttle, this is Darren Cross from Match Magazine. You're watching the Bootroom, and this time we're talking about beating your marker, but under a specific set of circumstances, isn't that right, Darren?
Yeah, we've got a few tips for when you're receiving the ball and the defending player is sort of straight on top of you and nicking it away. We've got a few techniques here that will hopefully buy you some space.
Now this does happen to me quite a lot and it's very frustrating, so what can we do to counter this?
One of the things that often works is letting the ball run through your legs, and you can do this just by holding the right bumper down as you receive the pass. Obviously then your player will kind of step over the ball and it will continue to run on. And what you're relying on is the defender is moving to the left or the right to come round and make a tackle, so hopefully there should be the space there for the ball to run through. I mean, two things I would say about it. Use it sparingly, you don't want to do it all the time because the defending player is going to anticipate it like any skill move really. And the second one is you need quite a lot of power on the original pass, so that once you've let the ball run through your legs, there's space between you and the defender so that you can run on the ball and get away. If it's too soft, it'll be too close to the defender and he'll probably catch you.
So letting the ball run through your legs is a great tip. What's your next one?
One of the ones I really like is the simple spin turn. I use it quite a lot. So as you can see in this clip, I originally start to turn with the direction of the ball, so the guy is turning into the path of it. And then as I get halfway around the turn, I use the left stick to spin back the other way and go off into space. Again, here you're relying on the defending player reading your initial turn and moving around into a position where he thinks he'll be able to tackle you, and then obviously you've spun away into the space. And if you time it well, it can work really nicely.
So what's your next tip for mixing things up?
Yeah, the next one that will buy you a bit of space is running back in the direction that the pass has come from. So as you can see here, I receive the ball and then I head straight back in the direction that the pass has come from, and the defender has followed me out, and that leaves a little bit of a gap behind him, which hopefully then I can either turn and head towards, or I can pass it off to a teammate who can maybe play it back into that space. Another reason I really like this move is that once a defending player has realised that you tend to buy space in this way, he may hold his position and stop following you out, and of course effectively that gives you the initial space you were looking for anyway, so you can turn and continue with your attack.
So your next tip is actually about turning and spinning. It's using protect the ball, isn't it?
Yeah, it works in a similar way to running back into the ball, in that you want the defender to edge around you. So as you receive the pass, you hold the left trigger to get your body between the ball and the defender, and then watch the defender and watch his movement. If he starts to head to your right or your left, obviously left stick and spin turn into the direction where the gap is.
I find this move really effective, and it's one I use quite a lot.
Yeah, it's good because if the defending player is quite impatient and is really confident again of coming in and nicking the ball, then eventually when you start protecting, he is going to edge around one way or the other, and that's the time to go for the space.
Before we go, have you got any more tips?
Yeah, I use the first time flick quite a lot too. It's a little bit trickier this year because you have to hold the right trigger and then flick the right stick in the direction that you want to turn. And there's a couple of ways to use it, but the way that I really like is here you can see in this clip that I've used it just to push the ball out of my feet and set up a shot with my second touch. And that works quite a lot. You're just creating that initial space so that you can get into your stride and hit the ball on goal. But of course you can use this technique to try to turn the defender in one complete motion. So as the ball's coming in, say you want to turn to the left, like you can see here, you just hold right trigger, push the stick in that direction and go for the space. I mean, that doesn't work all the time. Obviously it wouldn't be fair if it did, but I do find that the first method I mentioned of getting the ball out of your feet and making space for a shot or even a pass can be really effective.
And you've got to get the timing right on this, because it seems like there's a very small window of opportunity to actually hold the right trigger down and flip the right stick.
Yeah, so I'm holding the right trigger as the ball is coming in, and then just as my player is about to take a touch, that's when I'm flicking the right stick in the direction that I want to push the ball.
Darren, thanks for those tips. I'm sure they'll come in useful. What should we look at next time?
So next time we're going to take a look at some more advanced free kicks and how to bring teammates in to help increase your chances of scoring.
Great, I do like those more advanced free kicks, so I can't wait for that. Don't forget, you can catch Darren in Match Magazine every Tuesday. Details of their Facebook page are also on screen now, so do check that out. We'll see you next time on the Bootroom.